Dentremont, and I'm here with Al-Amir Dawes with the Clemson Insider. So, what do you think was your most defining moments on and off the court at Clemson?
Uh, on and off. Um, well, on the court, probably just the just the moment of being around the guys. I would say, um, just learning about them, and especially the beginning of the season, with the new guys coming in. Just learning them, learning what they come from, and learning um, what they've overcome, and just building that relationship. And off the court, just the relationship I've built with like other people, as far as like the non-basketball world, just building that relationship with them, and when I was doing that, it was just it showed Clemson showed me like the true colors of like how people are so nice here, and how they treat like people who like the visitors, or like people from like different areas who was born in different areas. So I'll say that.
Mm-hmm. In hindsight of the season, where do you think this program is at?
Um, for the season, I definitely think that this is an incredible program. They definitely got good coaches there. They teach you a lot about grit. They do a good job of teaching that, and getting players ready to compete. Whether it's players that didn't have that in their tendency, I should say, coming in, or transferring in. I feel like they're in a good conference. Yeah, the team. I say like the team just like overall the team is just like compact with like grit. Like that's where they come from. That's where they strive. That's how they strive for their greatness, is just sticking with that word, and they like going by that word. They work so hard, and they definitely compete. So um, I feel like this team is great when it comes to that, and when it comes to like weathering a storm, and just playing their game and playing their type of way. Like the culture here in Clemson always been about you know wearing that, having that name across your chest with pride. Just the colors, just like it's like a family, like a big family, and I feel like having five guys on the court representing family, Clemson, grit, all those other things, it it does us like justice, and like what I'm saying,
Yeah.
just like staying together. I would say
Mm-hmm.
we do that, but I think Clemson does that better than majority of the teams out there. Just staying together, staying well connected, and yeah, I think this team is great. Is great. Got a good season ahead of them if they stick to what they do, and that'd be good. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm. If you could go back in time and give your freshman self advice, or any incoming basketball player, what would you say to them?
Um, I would just say, I probably would say just to stick your head in basketball as much as possible, as far as like building your own knowledge of like what do you really want like for yourself, and really analyzing what Clemson does as a program, and to ask yourself, do you really want that, and do you really want to spend your next 4 years, or however that may go, as far as staying, but just to really analyze what Clemson does as a basketball team, and as a university as well. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, you concluded an amazing career as a Tiger. What do you think your next steps going forward are going to be?
My next step would be just working on myself, honestly, and just keeping myself ready for whatever is ahead of me, I would say. Obviously, I'm transferring, and a lot of schools been calling. So honestly, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna land right now, and just whoever I talk to, just to have thorough conversations about what I need and what's best for me, and how I can like get to where I need to be as far as like next year. in the years ahead. So I'm just staying ready. I'm always on the phone. So I'm just, trying to see where I should go, honestly. That's my next step.
Hmm. If you could give advice to any athlete entering the transfer portal, what would that be?
I would just say to, like I've mentioned earlier, just to have thorough conversations with whoever's reaching out to you. Take this, I would say just to take this process a little bit slow than, than your first recruitment process. I would just say to just really take your time and just ask a lot of questions, all the questions you need, even with your family or whoever's by your side during this process, just to listen and ask a million questions.
If you had to pick one game out of all the games you played here at Clemson, what would your favorite one be?
Florida State game for sure. I was a freshman and I hit the game winner home, and we stormed the court after. So that was definitely one of my favorite moments of being here in Clemson. I won't forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could use 3 words to describe your experience at Clemson, what 3 would you pick?
3 words to describe. Probably say I put joyful in there. This is a tough question. Joyful, I would like for sure. I'm gonna put like a 2 word in there. It's been a crazy experience. Third one probably be I'd probably say just sensational as far as like me. As far as the times I had off the court, like with different people, just meeting a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like Clemson is like a small world, honestly, and you meet so many people. You have so many opportunities that come to your door, and it's like, wow, you'll never thought. Especially me coming from a small town, which is Newark, New Jersey. As a kid, if you would have asked me, if you would have catch me at my hometown like a couple years back, way even before high school, you asked me what I wanted to do with my life, I probably wouldn't have, say come to Clemson, or like I'm gonna have a good experience in Clemson, and it's just Clemson is like a fantastic world. It's crazy. I'm gonna miss Clemson, honestly, but
Yeah. And now the question I really want to know, where did the nickname Boogie come from?
A lot of people asking me this. So, it was my 8th grade year, going into high school, and I was playing like my last pickup run with a bunch of friends at this recreational gym around where I'm from, and this old guy used to sit, like just to watch me. Like he used to sit down and just watch people do open runs, and he used to always sit because he knew I'd come. Like I used, you know what I'm saying. So he used to sit there, and he my last run, I remember I was just hooping. I was just playing basketball, doing my thing, doing what I do. And he was like, I came over to him after the game. He like, I finally found out like the name I'm gonna give you that I want people to call you. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, Boogie. And I'm like, I'm laughing. I'm like, okay, we could go with that. I mean, sure, why not? And he was like, yeah, I just like how you dribble the ball. It looks like you're dancing. And I was like, okay, I like that. And then from that day on, I carried the name Boogie.
Yeah.
I put it on my Instagram as my username, and then it kind of stuck with me. So
Yeah. If you had to think of some of the most impactful people in your career, who would you think of?
My dad, obviously, my grandma, because she stuck by my side through everything. she sacrificed a lot for me, you know, moving here out, you know what I'm saying, and she's gonna go wherever I go next. So, you know, and my dad, he's like my best friend, so he's the reason why I went so hard in basketball, honestly, because when I was young, I used to just play it because like I was so good at it. I didn't know why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was looking at me and he saw what I didn't see, and that was to, you know, play basketball at the biggest level. And he's been there ever since. He's always the ones in the big rooms when it comes down to talking to, you know, people. And he's doing it now. Obviously, I know he's busy. So yeah, my dad.
When your career concludes at college, are you looking to play on a higher level?
I wouldn't say higher. I'd probably say at the same level because ACC is, you know, the highest level you can go when you're in college. So I'll probably just, you know, stay, go to a school where it's at the same level or even higher if, you know, if it is a higher level. But I'm trying to reach the highest, if you know what I mean. So yeah.
What would your dream NBA team to play for be?
Oh, that's a good one. The Lakers. When I was younger, I used to love the Lakers. I'm a big, huge Kobe fan. So I always wanted to play for the Lakers. But now, as I've, you know, been playing the game a lot and growing and being getting more mature, I go with any team, honestly. They pay the same. But yeah, Lakers for sure. I'm a Kobe fan, so.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
For sure, yeah.
Once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
Always a Tiger,
You
yes.
are part of the Clemson family.
For sure. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
I'm Mary Dentremont with the Clemson Insider, and this is Al-Amir Dawes.
Peace.